Hello everybody, this is Xenocat823543 welcoming you back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. I redid the first route, the Sculptor route, because I feel like that's better for the affinity chart. Since the only affinity links, basically Desiree will form an affinity link with either Kenny Rowan or Dorothy. Her affinity link this way is yellow, her affinity link this way is green, and then one of these two links will be blue. One of Betty's two links here, between Desiree and Kenny Rowan, will be blue, the other one will be green, either way. So I figured I'd go with this one because Desiree forms a green link with Kenny Rowan, and she'd only form a yellow link with Dorothy. Not that it matters that much. It's just slightly better. It's really pretty similar. I did kill the unique monster again off screen. One thing I should mention is one of the Krabbles that I killed while I was farming dropped a jail top, so Dumban now has a jail top on instead of his jungle top. It's the same thing that I think I found for... No, I haven't found a jail top before, but... Dumban had the most outdated top, so I figured I'd give it to him. We're not really supposed to be able to have access to really easy jail tops. You can farm for them in Colony 9, though. Like, it dropped from an enemy that was lower leveled than I was, so I feel like it's not sequence breaking. I mean, I've already gotten something from the jail set before, so it's not a big deal. And we're gonna put that Blaze up 5, Blaze plus 5 on Melia over this Blaze plus 3. Because what this does is increases any blaze damage dealt by 50%. So it's good for Flare. Summon Flare just does more damage over time, which is really nice. Eventually I want Poison Plus and Chill Plus too, but... You know, Chill Plus isn't that important yet. She hasn't learned that art yet, and Poison Plus we can't really get yet. I don't think. Anyway. I believe that now that that's done, there are people we can invite to Colony 6 here. There's a mutually exclusive pairing here. You can invite one of two people to Colony 6. I'm not sure if we can invite them yet, but I'm pretty sure we have the levels now that we can do it. I'm going to double check by trying to invite the wrong person first. We're going to quickly save. And my reasoning for inviting the person to Colony 6 that we are inviting is because the other person has better affinity links if you leave them here in Colony 9. Gives more affinity links and stronger. So we're going to start with Mefimefi. Mefimefi has decided to move. Her life here isn't bad. We're going to invite her to Colony 6 first. I will be inviting her to Colony 6 in the backup file, so we will be able to show off the quests that change because she's in Colony 6, and we'll show off all our stuff in Colony 6 later. But for right now, she moves 3 people to Colony 6 and boosts Reconstruction by 2. And we get an achievement, which we'll get from the other way either. All the same from inviting the other person. And Mefimefi's over here as a healing scientist. So we've put Mefimefi over in Colony 6. I'll be showing off other results of moving Mefimefi. But the primary result here is that the other person who could move isn't going to move. Perrine over here isn't going to move.
What is it? What is it?
So she has to take over the research. And I believe we can get one affinity link from Perrine.
What is it? What is it?
This is Perrine's only affinity link if she's left at home. We get succession between Perrine and Dean. That's it. Now, I will be able to, because of the second save file, we will be able to show off all of the benefits of moving Mefimefi to Colony 6, but honestly, the affinity chart wise, Perrine and Mefimefi are identical in Colony 6. They form the same links with the same people. The only real difference is that one of Perrine's quests is available later than the corresponding quest for Mefimefi. But that's not a huge, and is a little bit more annoying to do, but it's not a huge deal. So instead, we're going to invite Perrine to Colony 6. Because Perrine is the one that's frustrated here. Mefimefi is like, I have work here, but I could move to Colony 6. Perrine is frustrated because she doesn't have work. She ends up taking over Mefimefi's job if Mefimefi moves out. But, you know, Mefimefi's already doing a job, you know? So we're going to invite Perrine. We get the same reconstruction population things. So there's drawing a crowd again. We still get that achievement. Stay all the same. Perrine has moved to Colony 6. She's a knowledgeable scientist here. She gets put a bit further out. I don't know if she forms the exact same links with the same people, but she definitely forms, like, overall the affinity and she forms the same number of links and the same quality, so it's not a big deal. And here's Mefimefi. We're going to talk to you now. Because we did Sesame's quests, she will not... The way people who work to Colony 6 work, the way these work is you can't get any affinity links with either of them until one of them is moved, and then the other one will give affinity links. We get a blue link here, Reverence, between Mefimefi and Sesame. And Mefimefi's like, oh, Perrine moved away, but that's okay. One of them is going to move away anyway. Give your other affinity link, Mefimefi. Don't you have another affinity link to give? I know she forms one more link. I don't think she's going to give it to me right now, though. Maybe I have to go talk to the other person. Oh no, there it is. Mefimefi's also sad that her friend Betty got married. Yeah. We found out that Mefimefi is old friends with Betty. So we now have even more links here. You know, this is like a really solid, like, little tight-knit community going on. See? That's why I wanted to keep Mefimefi here. Mefimefi is more connected to the community than Perrine was. Perrine would have linked to one person, Mefimefi links to two, and looks like an actual part of the Colony 9 community. So that's why we sent Perrine to Colony 6. I mean, I will be able to show off what Mefimefi does in Colony 6 later. I'll put all their trades, both Colony 6 and Colony 9 trades, in the video description. And in the end slate for you guys if you're curious about trade differences. I'll be showing off the quest differences later. Oh. Anyway. It's time to head back to Eryth Sea. I will say I got a lot luckier with item orb drops, and I got all of my night lilies without having to trade anything. When I redid that quest for Desiree, so I didn't have to trade anything away. Anyway. Yeah, we're actually done with all the side stuff that I wanted to do. I just wanted to get one of those two moved into Colony 6 so we could show off the affinity links, get those last two quests done there. We did all the quests in Eryth Sea that I want, and Alchemoth that I wanted to do. Now it's time to actually go deal with these seals and check on how my affinity chart's doing. Yeah, you still need affinity with these two. Dunban still needs affinity with Ricky as well. Charla's pretty even. Shulk's doing pretty well with everyone. Gosh. We're gonna head out and advance the plot. This might be my last recording session before I go on hiatus, I think. I mean, it's been a long recording session, to be fair. And this is not the last part. Definitely, I plan on getting through Prison Island before we go on hiatus again. That's where I think I'm going to draw the line. But that's probably only a couple more parts from now. Just because I really don't have... I want to leave off at a chapter break, and getting to the next chapter break would take way too long, and I would not be able to do that feasibly before I had to go back. So, we're not going to do that. We came up here to Control Seal Island because we have to release the seal. And that moves that giant thing over on Central Seal Island. Where's the sun? I'm just trying to find it, because I don't see it. And it occurs to me I've never watched a sunrise in this game. I've watched sunsets, but I have never watched a sunrise. It's probably behind Alchemoth or something. Nice, we got no unique monster spawn. Unique monsters don't always spawn once you've beaten them the first time. You have to have defeated them once, but after you defeat them once, it's like a 30% spawn rate, which gets reset every time you skip travel. We're gonna climb up the other seal island, because we have to Sultanar Seal Island, because we have to undo that seal too. Because I didn't do them the first time we were here, because I was like, we should leave those for later. For when I'm actually like doing plot stuff. All the enemies don't care about us, because we're level 47, which is too high. We're almost appropriately leveled for the end of the next chapter. I feel like I should say that. I feel like we're always at that point, though. I think we're slightly underleveled for the end of the next chapter. Like one level under, maybe? Yeah, because the boss of chapter 10 is like level 48. I feel like that's not a spoiler to say what level they are. Or it is, or whatever. And then... and we're level 47 right now. Oh well. Come up here on Central Sea Island now that we've unleashed the 2 other seals. And push this button. Transporter release. And that opens that thing up. And that's the way to... and that's the transporter to Prison Island. So yay, we can now go to Prison Island.
Mechon! And something we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Big fish coming!
Oh no, it's a sky ray.
Summon wind! Summon bolt!
Are you vulnerable to being toppled? No. That's okay.
Ether is flowing through me! Behold my power! Now I see there is strength in unity.
We're gonna do a 1500 damage poison. Or 1900 damage, I think. Yeah, that's 1900 poison damage, by the way. Outside of a chain attack. Which is quite high. Yeah, this guy doesn't really stand much of a chance at level 40. Especially not against Dumban's ridiculous strength stat. I feel like I should mention I stacked most of my strength ups on Dumban.
I believe it is one of the oldest creatures on Bionis. I have only seen them as fossils, discovered around the capital. To find that they were trapped on Prison Island.
Was it protecting the island?
That would imply it's sentient. I believe it's responding to something primitive.
Primitive?
It doesn't care who or what we are. Its instinct was to defend against anything, but we'll never really know.
We're losing time here. We still haven't reached the island.
Ricky, go to island!
Okay. Let's head up to the island.
forces can only take so much. The capital's defenses are sure to fall. Forefathers, grant me your wisdom. Iluna melurukan taxis. Suku aruke samihine hato. It can't be. A giant. So this is what was sealed away.
Yeah, apparently.
How long has it been, Emperor?
This is our first encounter.
It is not you that I speak to, but your blood. The blood that shackled me.
I see. Then I assume I do not need to tell you the reason I am here.
There is no need. I already know why you have come. Use it. That is the reason I am here, after all.
Did they?
Dang.
That light, it's... Father.
Well, we've made it through the high-MT transporter. We're here on Prison Island now. And I actually do want to take on some of these Emerald Nobulas, because they can drop Squall elements, and I want one more Squall element.
Whatsoever.
This won't take long. I don't have time for small fry.
Just one more.
Now is the time to unleash a chain attack.
Been waiting for this.
Manifest yourself. I feel the ether. Building within me.
I'm powering up. Ha! Let's get him! Electric! Looks like we managed to survive.
But we cannot be reckless.
There's the Squall element. Okay, that's all I wanted. The music here is pretty good. It's not... I mean, I don't... This music isn't one of my favorite tracks, but it's not bad. That's how most of this game is, though. It's like, yeah, it's good. There's some really awesome tracks, but this one's like, yeah. I have to say. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying this track doesn't do it for me. Not in the way that the Eryth Sea music does. Although I guess it's trying to serve a different purpose, because it's music for, like, Prison Island, you know?
Whoa! Big door. Whatever needed this door was massive.
Yeah.
Dino Beast!
It's just a statue. Don't freak us out like that, Ricky.
Is this a person? I can't make it out.
This may very well be the appearance of my forefathers.
Oh, we have
The
our cards to
legends
do.
tell that they differed greatly to how we look now.
And this is what they looked like.
Wait a minute. I've seen this thing somewhere before.
Oh, Dino Beast, Dino Beast!
You might be right. It reminds me of the Telethia as well.
Did your ancestors build this island?
No. The stories tell of this place existing long before my people. No one knows for sure, but we think our forefathers are the ones who sealed it.
I wonder what's hidden inside. Well, we'll know soon enough, I suppose.
There, an engraving by the forefathers. I've seen this engraving around the capital. Many researchers have tried and failed to discover its meaning.
Hey, Shulk. That symbol.
Yeah. It's similar to the Monado symbols. There must be a connection.
Connection?
The sealed door of Prison Island. It is said only a true successor to the throne can open it.
Then the Emperor must be inside.
I believe so. Forefathers, I, your descendant, Melia Antiqua, stand before you. For the sake of our world, release the seal! Just like at the tomb.
What's it doing?
Aren't we going to help?
Please, do not worry. It is necessary.
And Melia's let us into Prison Island. We now have full access to the island. And that's a scary entrance hallway.
Heir to the Monado. Let the shackles be released!
So,
What is it, Shulk? Get a move on. You saw it, right? Us bashing that Tin Man's head in?
Hold on a second.
Oh, here we go. I knew you'd start overthinking.
There's not much time, Shulk. We've got to go now.
Sharla's right. We'll miss our chance to take that murdering Mekon down. And save Melia's father, too.
Okay.
well, as much as I would like to keep going forward. Hey, Melia, you got more Brock rate, and Ryan can get better. Is even better at drawing aggro now. That's wonderful. I mean, it's okay. I forgot to even look at pessimism. This is actually nice. That's nice too. Shulk's skills. These skills are all really nice, by the way. I'm gonna finish off this skill on Shulk first, but pessimism is a really nice skill branch for him, I have to say. And I want this. I really want this boost to silver chest drop rate. That's gonna be so useful. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this part. Next time, instead of continuing, we actually have several heart-to-hearts we need to view. If we look at our list, we have Ryan and Dunban Green Affinity. They're up to Green Affinity. Nice. Wasn't aware. Ryan and Dunban are apparently at Green Affinity now. Who else is at Green Affinity? Melia, you need affinity with Ryan and Dunban still, both. Dunban needs affinity with Ricky and Melia. Ryan just needs it with Melia. I'm gonna leave them in the party for now. I'm gonna stick with this party for a little bit longer, but we got a few heart-to-hearts to catch up on. We got Ryan and Dunban's Green Affinity heart-to-heart. All these other heart-to-hearts are like whatever. I'm not gonna worry about the high affinity ones. We got Shulk and Melia's, Shulk and Ricky's, Melia and Ricky's, and Ryan and Ricky's that we need to catch up on. Dunban and Melia's is... Oh, I kind of want Dunban and Melia to get this one too. We're probably not going to get it before going on. We might view it soon though. It'll depend. Yeah, Ryan and Melia have one in high Entia Tomb too. Melia's heart... I would like Melia to get up to Green Affinity with these two. Actually, we could do some gifting. I don't see why not. What does Dunban like? I know some of the things that Ryan likes. I'm just gonna do a few of these. I'm not gonna do a ton. Probably do some more gifting off screen. I know rubber mantas are okay for Dunban, but Dunban... yeah, it's okay. You know what, I'm gonna do some grifting off screen to get Melia up to green affinity with Ryan and Dunban. Because honestly, I'd rather not use Melia in this next fight. I guess, well, it doesn't really matter. I just want to get these heart-to-heart, to access to these green heart-to-hearts. So we're going to do some gifting off screen. And next time we're going to backtrack and do a whole bunch of heart-to-heart viewing. I'll see you then.